welcome to the weekly Magic Online Finance Tips. I'm Dan and this is MagicGatheringStrat. Look at this. This is what happens to the pauper cards when there are flashback drafts. Here is the flashback drafts, and I did recommend that you buy an Earth. I bought a pile of an Earth myself. They have already given me 400% in a week. Which is what pauper cards can do. And you know what? There are flashback drafts coming. January 22nd, Zendikar World Wake, not very interesting for pauper cards, but very, very interesting for the fetch lands. Let's look at that. Actually, you should sell everything. Hello. You should sell everything in... I know it's a lot of work, but you should really sell everything in these sets and then rebuy it right after the drafts finish. Let's look at Zendikar here. I sold all my fetch lands now. I bought my Scalding Tarns during the last Zendikar drafts for 7 ticks a piece. I don't expect them to go that low this time, but they will lose value. But another point in this is that they will not lose as much value as the pauper cards, because the commons fall a lot harder during the flashback drafts. Having said that, I am selling everything. The only card I might consider not selling in the entire Zendikar World Wake block is Jace, because I think Jace has a significant upside with Vintage Masters and stuff. But yeah, and the mythics are not that much affected by the flashback drafts. They are affected, but cards like Tectonic Edge, get rid of it now. It's an uncommon and it will drop like a stone. The last flashback draft, the flashback draft after that is Mirrodin Darksteel and Fifth Dawn, and that will drop the price of Serum Visions a lot, of Thoughtcast, the Artifact Lands, Chittering Rats. And then the big one is for pauper cards is Invasion block. And Prohibit is famous last time for when there were flashback drafts in June 2012. Prohibit gained 1000% in 4 months. You could buy them for 24 cents after the flashback drafts were done, and that is about the level they will be at, but they might even be lower this time. And then you could buy them for 3 tickets 4 months later. This will also happen to Armadillo Cloak, Nightscape Familiar, Sunscape Familiar, and a couple of other cards. Keep track, do what I have if you are interested in speculating in pauper, which is the most dangerous thing to speculate in, but also the most rewarding. Here is my pauper keeping track list. Look at this: Thoughtcast down 65% in a week, and Unearth up 104%. I don't know what Ancient Den is doing, but it will drop to 15 cents. Spider Silk Armor climbing from its low, when I also recommend you to buy it after the Mercadian Mask flashback drafts. So I think this very hard. If you look at people speculating in Born of the Gods and like, oh, now these cards will go up in value, they're not going up in value as much as the pauper cards are doing. Pauper is now here to stay. The premier events are firing every weekend. If you want to go do the best investments, you should invest based on the flashback drafts, because they are the biggest affecting thing, and it also affects prices broadly, so you take less risk and you gain more reward than other speculations. So that's why I recommend them so much. Also, on another note, I think you should start selling RTR block. The standard PTQ season is earlier than usual this year, and after March 9th it ends. There hasn't been a standard portion online, so prices haven't gone up as much. A standard PTQ season online, so prices haven't gone up as much as they should. But there is no reason the prices will stay high after March 9. So I'm looking to get rid of any RTR block card costing more than 5 cents before March 9th, and I will report back to you when I have. So these are my tips for this week. Respect the flashback drafts, speculate in the fetch lands if you have the budget. I'm doing that, absolutely. But if you don't have the budget, or if you're just looking for risky but high return investment, invest in the pauper staples. Thank you for watching, and next week stay tuned for episode 4.